My name is Jovette Rivera, and I'll be your guide for the day. Welcome to Yokohama. The name Yokohama directly translates to the horizontal beach in English. And with a population of over 3.7 million people, Yokohama is Japan's second largest city. It is also the capital of the Kanagawa Prefecture and lies south of Tokyo, which is in the Kanto region of Japan. Here, you see the Yokohama Station, which first opened in 1872. Roughly some 800 million passengers ride the train to and from this station annually. During the 1800s, Yokohama was a small fishing town and had little contact with foreigners at all. However, during the mid-1850s, American Commodore Matthew Perry took port just south of Yokohama with a fleet of his ships and demanded that this port open for trade and commerce. At the time, the Tokugawa shogunate ruled Japan and eventually signed the Treaty of Peace and Amity. Yokohama soon then became a base of trade between the Japanese and foreigners. The travel time from Tokyo to Yokohama is just a little over 15 minutes on the JR Tokaido line. This makes for a perfectly convenient location to access, even if you're staying in the Tokyo area. A fully urban culture has grown in Yokohama over the past decades, and it's made all too obvious by the amount of shopping malls, restaurants, and simply the sheer density of people walking around on foot. Bay Quarter is a ship-themed shopping mall on the waterfront facing Yokohama Bay and is located only about 3 minutes by foot from the Yokohama Station. Come here to enjoy not only the unique stores and restaurants, but to catch sea bass, a ferry service that will take you to a number of different locations around the Yokohama Bay. Yokohama Landmark Tower is the second tallest building in Japan, standing at a massive 972 feet or 296.2 meters high. Opened in 1993, this 73-floor tower houses a wide variety of different facilities and even a luxury hotel. Next to the Landmark Tower are the three buildings known as Queen's Towers A, B, and C. Once again, lots of shopping and restaurants for all. One of the most popular areas of Yokohama is called Minato Mirai, or Future Harbor in English. This area began construction in 1983 and currently is a hotspot for natives and foreigners alike. Filled with shopping, restaurants, and beautiful sights, Minato Mirai is a must-see if you come to visit Yokohama. This is the famous Cup Noodle Museum in Yokohama. This museum is dedicated to the creation that the father of instant ramen, Momofuku Ando, gave to the world. The most unique part of the museum is the Cup Noodles factory, where you can create your very own original cup noodle package and flavoring. So if you're a fan of Japanese ramen, then this is definitely a must-see to put on the itinerary. This is the Yokohama Red Brick Warehouse, or Yokohama Akarenga Soko. In the late 19th century, the Yokohama city government worked on constructing new harbor facilities, and the first reclamation work was begun in 1899. Until 1989, these buildings were used both as a warehouse and customs facilities for the Yokohama city. After that, the Takenaka Corporation fully gutted and redeveloped the interior of these buildings, transforming them into what you see today. Osanbashi Pier, constructed between 1988 and 2002, would modernize the Yokohama port and provide supply for the heavy demand of cruises and ships that frequented the area. This is Yamashita Park. Much of Yokohama was destroyed on September 1st, 1923 by the Great Kanto earthquake. However, a Scotsman named Marshall Martin, who was advisor to the mayor of Yokohama at the time, is credited with persuading the local government to use the rubble from the earthquake and reclaim the former waterfront as a new park. Moving forward, Yamashita Park was formally reopened on March 15, 1930. This is a wonderful local park, and the residents use this park daily. Here, there are cruises of all sizes and scales available, from a full-blown international cruise visiting various countries to a simple 2-hour harbor dinner cruise for you and some friends. Yokohama Chinatown, or Yokohama Chukagai, was roughly established in the mid to late 1800s. Many Chinese immigrants were frequenting Japan, and thus they finally began a ferry service from Yokohama to Shanghai and Hong Kong. Little by little, Chinese traders came here and established Chinese schools, community centers, and other facilities. However, local government regulations at that time period meant that the immigrants were not permitted to take up residence outside the designated foreign settlement areas. Finally, in 1899, new laws gave the Chinese an increased freedom of movement, while, however, imposing strict rules on the actual types of work they were allowed to perform. With the never-increasing growth in popularity, the city of Yokohama finally opened the Motomachi Chukagai Station on February 1st, 2004. This station serves Chinatown directly and connects to the Minato Mirai area for ease of access to the locals. Alright, well that was Yokohama. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We hope to see you here someday. We'll see you next time.